Herzlich willkommen im Verkehrszentrum des Deutschen Museums.
Welcome to the Verkehrszentrum of the Deutsches Museum. We are here in 3 historic trade fair halls in Munich. These exhibition halls were built in 1908 and now house the museum's land transport collection. This goes back to a collection that was started in 1903 and includes both very large exhibits, such as locomotives, and the many means of transport that you can find on the road: cars, motorbikes, bicycles. Everything you can think of when it comes to transport.
Wir holen die Besucher da ab, wo sie herkommen.
We meet the visitors where they come from, in the middle of the traffic jam in the city of Munich, and lead them into a historical scenario where they will find many vehicles that have played an important role in German motorization. We want to show how users see traffic, how they can experience traffic, and what technology was available to them.
Zum Verkehr gehörten natürlich sehr früh auch schon Fahrräder.
The means of transport also include the bicycle, which was very widespread from the 1920s onwards, and which really did provide a large part of urban mobility. We now go further back in time and come across some more historic-looking vehicles. Among them is this Adler Standard S6, a type Klerenores Stinnes used for her all-around-the-world tour. This is a tank lorry that used to carry petrol and paraffin oil. The crazy thing is that the petrol was delivered by horses at a time when the first petrol cars already were motorized.
Wir sind jetzt hier in unserer zweiten Halle.
We are now in our second hall. It follows the topic traveling. It tries to show through various exhibits how traveling by means of transport has changed over the last 200 years. Here directly behind me we have a very important Bavarian locomotive built by Maffei in Munich. It was used for passenger transport and, among other things, pulled the Rheingold, a German luxury train used for journeys in Europe.
Unter anderem den Rheingold gezogen. Wir bieten unseren Besuchern hier einen kleinen Clou, den ich jetzt selber mal vorführe.
We have a really highlight for our visitors here, which I will demonstrate myself. This is our carriage simulator. Here you can experience what it feels like to bump over scary surfaces. The carriage has always been a special object in land transport, especially as a stagecoach. The stagecoach was the first scheduled vehicle. By the way, stagecoaches have been built for a long time. This one is not even that old. It dates back to 1895, when there were already railways and cars. It was used mainly in areas that were difficult to reach by other means, in this case in the Swiss Alps over a pass.
In den Schweizer Alpen über eine Passstraße. Hier haben wir den Versuch gemacht, amerikanische Automobilkultur.
Here we have attempted to compare American and German automobile culture. Here to my left, a large Cadillac Sedan 62 against the backdrop of Route 66. On the other side, the European conditions after the Second World War. This included scooters but also smaller cars like this Fiat Multipla. They could transport their vegetable crates in it, but also take a family of 6 on holiday. It was a kind of first minivan.
Aber im Zweifelsfall auch mit einer 6-köpfigen Familie in Urlaub fahren. Hier sind wir jetzt in unserer Halle 3.
Here we are in our third hall, which is all about sports, mobility and technology. In this area we have a whole range of vehicles that we try to use to show how innovation is created. For example, up there on the curve is a Mercedes 300 SLR, which is an icon of motorsport.
Motorsports oder hier unten der Auto Union.
Or down here the Auto Union Type C, a silver arrow from the 1930s. Which are really important vehicles in our collection.
Und zu diesen richtigen, wichtigen Fahrzeugen unserer Sammlung.
And of course, among the really important vehicles in our collection, the first working petrol car is at the top of the list, the Benz Patent motor car. This combination of an extremely light three-wheeler and a single-cylinder engine helped Carl Benz to play a very important role as the great-grandfather of automotive engineering and industry in Germany.
Hier ein Ford Model T.
And here is a Ford Model T, the car that started mass transport because it could be mass-produced. A role model for car manufacturing worldwide.
Wir versuchen unsere Themen immer vom Anfang.
We always try to follow our themes from the beginning to the present. Here, for example, is a section on the mobility of our time. Automated driving is, of course, part of the future of transport.
Insofern sind wir ganz stolz darauf, dass
In this respect, we are very proud that Google has given us this wonderful Waymo Firefly, which has been tested for some time in the USA to find out how it will work in traffic.
wie sich das technisch aufstellt.